So just before we start, I just need to know, did you in daily basis, either for own personal branding or for your business, has no issue like has no issue producing contents in terms of social media or your website? It doesn't mean that you need to post every day, but at least you can do it once a month or once a week. Do you have any issue with that or no? If no, you type no. If yes, you type yes. Yeah, just need to gauge lah. Why I'm asking that, because like basically because the topic is about content tonight. So you need to get started with something, but it's not like you need to get started with like starting like with 3,000 words blogs. No, you can to get started, you just probably the easiest way is to compile existing content, and then you can use that for your own personal brand later on. Right, so as usual, I always tell you guys up front my learning outcome. So first, I'm going to go through about the stage, just briefly about stages of customer journey, and then we can go through for each customer journey together, like what does that stages stated for, and then what happened in that stages, what is your strategy as a business owner, or if you, let's say you are negotiating with someone one-to-one. And then lastly, the freebies, which is like all the things that I have included in my slide and all the things that I have downloaded. I have linked to my slide, and then you can download immediately. So you don't have to do anything. You can just like at the end of the session, you can just get download the slide basically. So Fitri was saying in the chat, got issue, some content no one like or response, but posting about makan-makan suddenly everyone comment. Yeah, that is usually, that is not something weird. Everyone start from somewhere. So everyone start from zero. So like Khairul Amin also, before they start posting things about like makan-makan, I mean like that's his niche. He start from something from zero. So maybe do what, like try to twist a bit. You can post, like for example, I noticed Charles do this a lot. So he posts, you can go to his Facebook recently. He posted about someone buying Milo ice for almost 10 ringgit, just Milo ice through Grab. So it's about food, but somehow he talks about like the economic value behind it, but how can someone like afford just to buy one Milo ice from McD through Grab. So so that's part itself. I think it's brilliant from his point of view, like trying to twist that, like to fit like his narrative in terms of like digital training or digital economy of some sort. So if you have, if you remember our first, I'm not sure if everyone was here during our first webinar in April, not in April, I think in May. So the first webinar, in May. So the first webinar, Charles talks about like sales funnel. So one of the things that the core of that sales funnel talk is actually customer value journey. So he went through awareness stage, engage stage, subscribe stage, convert stage, and sales stage, and then a little bit of advocate and affiliate stage. So if you have any if you think that you need a refresher on that, you can just immediately go to our YouTube channel, or you can search through our pin post in Telegram group. From there on, you can rewatch Charles' webinar on that, which is how to achieve predictable sales growth through your sales funnels. So in that particular webinar itself, Charles was explaining how you can like optimize your customer journey based on each stage, and then like what you need to do if you set the KPI for awareness stage, and then if you know your threshold, and then how you can like double that thing in a way that once you double one thing, it will double the other stage also. So that was the refresher course that if you would like to go and watch, you can directly go and to our YouTube channel. So tonight, I'm still going to go through the same thing, but just a little bit a brief view. So tonight, I'm going to go through awareness, engage, subscribe, and then convert, sales, advocate, and then affiliate. So Panda was saying awareness is my first step. So that's what most people usually do. That was how I did it previously also. Like when people tell me, oh, okay, you need to start with awareness stage because people don't know your product, your brand. So, but actually, if you follow Charles' way, you should start with sales. Okay, why sales? Because before you explain to people in awareness stage your product, building brand awareness, you need to understand your the sales part, which is the core product first. So that's where in a way how you start this customer journey. But that is the way you do it. If you want to know, you can go to this course. That's how Charles explained it one by one. But tonight we are going through the awareness stage where people see our prospect ads and find your us and everything. And then once they see our blog post, and then they engage, where they leave a comment, requesting 4 p.m, they share, they like, and then subscribe, where like they already interact with your content, your free content, and then they will say like, oh, I think I want to contact this business. So they subscribe and then receive gated content. I will tell what I would call it, and then convert is where like when they purchase, they make a small purchase. They haven't made a big purchase yet. They make a small purchase just to test things, and then when from there on they feel satisfied with the purchase, the small purchase too. That's when they say, oh, I'm ready to proceed with full blown product, for example. Then they go for sales, and then if they are happy with that, they will be happy to be advocate and give testimonial to you, and then they become an affiliate. So this is the they promote your product. So this is basically how customer what explain each stage lah. Yeah, if you watch Charles refresher video, that whole video was actually talking in terms of customer journey based on dating scene, if you can remember, because it's sales is like dating. You don't go immediately to someone and say, let's get married. People will say like, are you crazy? Same goes with sales. So that's how like the metaphor he was doing lah. So the first stage we are going to is awareness stage. So awareness stage, we know buyer is experiencing a problem, symptom, pain, and they want to remove this problem. So that's when they go and Google, look for information. So this part, your strategy is to provoke and educate. So how do I say, why do I say provoke and educate? Because when sometimes people don't know what their problem is. So that's where we ask question. When we ask question, we tend to provoke. Are you sure you are doing things correctly? Can I see whether the way that you do is actually correct? So then ada doubts as to, but it is a sales technique lah per se. And then when you see when they are starting to realize their problem, their pain, that's when you educate. Oh, actually, this thing is not you. Only you are the one. It's not you are the one that have this problem. So other people experience this too. So for the awareness stage and engage stage, usually we use these three copywriting and content framework. I would call it problem, agitate, solution. So first you identify their problem, and then you agitate. Agitate is like macam you make it like big or over, provoke lah, I would say. But you don't provoke with like nothing lah. Don't fear monger, but do provoke with facts. Show them like what is happening in real life, what is happening if they don't tackle their problem, and then immediately we move on to solution. So for this particular stage itself, most the content that is suitable for awareness and engage stage is actually blog and social media posts, and this is where SEO come in, because when you do, most people, if they have problem, they go to the most private place they know, which is Google. It's not their friend, because Google. So they go to Google and they ask their problem. So Google know them. That's where if your website has that solution, then it will come out as to their Google search, to the Google search that they are looking for. So that's when they aware about you, and then if they think, oh, I think this part is suitable for this awareness. This website has like solution to my problem. So let me read this. It's like when you have something, when you are experiencing some like pain, and then you go Google, and then I feel itchy in my butt, for example, and then you go Google, and then like WebMD give all this list of problem, and then it's like, oh, probably not very terrible up to skin cancer or whatsoever. But then you slowly like get to understand the problem itself. So that's where blog and social media post comes in. And then there's a news clip. News clip is where we use the agitate part. So for example, like macam I will show example later, but you will see like during COVID, where people that totally have zero digital marketing, and then suddenly COVID happened, and then they asked these some people yang hesitant. So then there's a lot of news saying that business fail, need to close down because they don't manage, they cannot manage to like apa nama dia, adapt. So that's the news clip part. And then video. Video is like what you can see from awareness stage currently is in TikTok, and then video like what I mentioned last week. So Fitri was asking, can podcast be at this stage? Yes, it's possible. One thing why I say this, because previously podcast was solely like when you listen to, where you need like for example Spotify. But for podcasts nowadays, people do video podcasts where you can always even YouTube itself has a feature where when you upload a video, you can like change that thing into podcast. So there's a bunch of video podcasts nowadays. So based on that, it's part of awareness and engagement also. Because some people do like search for things, and then like they see people share snippet of podcast on social media, and then they went into the podcast to like see the experience of it. So that's where the content for awareness engage is. So we focus on blog, social media posts, and then news clip, and then video. Actually, when you see all this, news clip is the easiest way to use, because why? You don't have to create the content. You just need to search content that related to you in the news, and then you just compile it. So let's say if your customer like sometimes has doubt about the problem, probably they think their problem is not that big. Then you show lah the news clip, say, hey, you know that last week ada orang kata this thing happened because they don't do this thing. So you show that news clip itself. So that's part lah. So for example, like I mentioned, just a blog post. This is what I have usually kept in my arsenal. I would say, why business can't grow without digital advertising. So this is normal. When I handle sales for DMC, people do come and say like, actually, if digital marketing is needed, I can just use WhatsApp and Facebook and Instagram saja. But without realizing they are actually doing digital marketing, but that's just like doing it. If you learn properly, there's more to it. Like when you track the proper KPI on it, so they don't know that. So when I explain to them based on this article, and then they read that article, and then like I explain to them what is actually digital marketing is, then they will say, oh, so it's not just about just posting. I cannot just let intern take charge of my social media, for example. So that's the blog post part. And then we have social media posts. For example, this article is in LinkedIn, where people say like what happens when company doesn't value digital marketing. So like in LinkedIn, you can see a lot of like some sort of it's like blog post, but it's mini. I won't say mini blog also lah, but it's within LinkedIn itself. And then we have this news. So I have this news that I recently did for one of DMC new project. So we are part of like Kerjaya Madani Bina Kerjaya for sektor tidak formal, where the grant the PKSO asked us to be one of their training provider, where people with non-formal sector like Grab rider, e-hailing, P-hailing, for them to come and do training, and then and join formal sector. So what makes the difference between non-formal and formal sector? Usually like formal sector where you pay tax properly, you pay so you get EPF, but non-formal sector is more like voluntary PKSO, voluntary EPF. So that's what the direction that government wants now. So they want to move non-formal to formal. So this is one of the things that we show to our lead, that they saying that, okay, Malaysia tech hiring sector show demand for digital skills. So it's not just about things that you can do with your hands anymore. You need to have digital skills. And then we have studied the majority of jobs now require digital skills. So this is one of the things that I share with our leads. So a video, like I mentioned just now, I will play this video, but actually this video is why I would say how you can agitate or provoke. It's quite funny, but it actually works for the past few years. So let me play it. Let me know if you cannot hear the voice. Kan? Okay, it's 2 minutes, but you got the gist lah. It's basically like exaggerating problem. Let me know in the chat whether you think that video is like quite ridiculous actually. I find it ridiculous, but it works actually. Because like sometimes people say, oh, I sometimes struggle with this. So that's like one of the video, like for example, that you can create later on. We have one student in our Unimas program that is doing lightning protection. So what the way his business model works is actually that he said that when lightning destroy their home appliance, that's when this company look for his company to get lightning protection. So it's usually like macam sudden realization is already too late. So one of his technique during content marketing class was he create a video that do something like this, like to make you realize that, oh, Malaysia is actually like a place that is not a stranger to like thunderstorm and lightning. So he create a video saying like macam, oh, suddenly lightning struck and then like all the thing happened just to like get people to let them know that they actually have a problem, that by not taking lightning protection, this can happen to them. So this is one of the video that that is one of the video style that he created. So that's the video by itself. So if you have any idea about other content that you can put in awareness stage and engage stage, you can let me know in the chat. Like we have one just now. Fitri mentioned about podcast. Video is like recently lah. Other thing you can do is actually like macam apa nama dia, poll in apa nama dia, social media, because you can see like Twitter, Instagram, Facebook has that poll feature. So like if you ask the right question, then people will be like, oh, actually I have this problem. So it become an awareness stage also. The next part is actually the subscribe stage. Sorry about that. So subscribe is not like macam people already buy, but subscribe is when they are ready to contact you. We have experienced this before. We have customer that has been following DMC for like 2 years, and then after 2 years only they reach out to us and they say, I'm interested with your services, with your training. So this is what describes subscribe stage actually. So once they sure that their problem, they clearly define their problem, they know what's the name of their problem, that's when they say, oh, I need a solution for this. So whether I can do it on my own, I need to research how to do it on my own, or I can list down like other people that can help me solve this problem. So when you do when in subscribe stage, so the interaction started already. It's not just like engagement in social media. No, social media engagement is like macam casual. You don't even get that person punya detail. But subscribe, you basically just already get their phone number in terms of Malaysia where you do WhatsApp, or you already get their email when they fill up lead form and their name. So that's where the subscribe stage is. So in subscribe stage is where you go and explain. So explain is not like explain in terms of the awareness stage itself, but explain in terms of more details. It can be something like gated content. Why I say about catered content is some things like things that people only know when they are within the industry itself. So that's where they explain strategy come inside subscribe stage. So under subscribe, the content gets bigger. So you have white paper, you have analyst report, and then you have ebook, you have tips, and then you have educational webinar like what I'm doing usually. And then what we are doing usually, and then you have comparison chart, and then you have case study, you have infographic, you have checklist. So when people join subscribe stage, they already like engage with you. That's where you want to keep them engaged. So the amount of content that you need to become higher lah, more high quality also. You need to prepare more content also. So for example, like white paper. So this one, I have a white paper from Google. So you think that they have a lot of data, but it's actually part of their marketing strategy also, because they run Google Ads. You can do ads with them. So if you go, this is like a report, a white paper, and this report created by Google in terms of year in search 2022. So this kind of white paper usually important for business that want to focus on SEO. So if you can see here, so you are looking that, okay, Malaysia is standing with for uncertainty, and then like they have identified 3 key insights. So the first one is actually soul searching, which is like surprisingly this happened, because we thought that people probably know what they are like are defined by it, but actually like people are more taking opportunity to reconnect with their local roots. So that's why like probably events such as like what we have just now on Hari Malaysia, Kereta Api Sarung, like suddenly gets a lot of traction for people join in. And then like they say the second part is cultural identity, and then where people want to connect with their details. And then we have this, hold on, yeah, the second one was this, is actually joint cultural identity. I find it shocking also, actually, because Kuda Kepang was searched like 30% more in 2022, which is, I'm not sure what triggers it. Is there any news happening? But somehow that thing like pop-ups. And then they say like more refined search on the personal identity. So Malaysia has been searching things that are like unisex perfume or like glasses for face shape. It's more like more defined instead of searching for glasses. So they are looking for sense of self, which relates to the first one, what they mentioned just now. Soul searching. And then like taking care of themselves. So that you can see that interest for mental health grew for 50% in Malaysia. So if you think that you want to do something with mental health, probably it's a good idea to join in, because the awareness is there now compared to, I don't know, past decade. And then you see that people search for how to handle stress. Yeah, I can understand that now. With all this uncertainty, definitely this will come in. And then you have this embrace diverse identity, where the how to be different, gender equality. And then like people become looking for like this flexible work arrangement. This is related to COVID before kan. So this kind of white paper usually like I mentioned, if you are doing services, and in that services is SEO services, so you can pitch this to your client, say, oh, you do this, you're already in the right track, because this white paper already say that this thing say. So is this Google paper available for free? Yes, you can just Google thing with it is part of my slide. You can get later on. All has been linked properly there. So you can download later on. But if you want to look into, let's say, Southeast Asia in general or Asia in general, you can just go for thing with Google. They have a bunch of it. Every year they publish this thing, so it's not just in 2022. They have 2021, 2023 probably coming in soon. Because based on this white paper itself, they stopped their report based out until, I remember just now, up until August. So probably the 2023 thing in a year is coming in soon. Okay. So that is on the white paper and analysis also. And then we have infographic and checklist. So when people like they say, oh, I know I have this problem, but I don't think I'm ready to buy anything yet. Do you have anything that can help me? So then that's where you like go to checklist. So in terms of like Pandu, I know Pandu is supplying like spare parts for apa nama dia? Lorry, if I'm not wrong. Can you let me know in the chat? So let's say if you don't have that particular spare part, and then you can like macam give a list of your people within the same industry probably in different states, for example. Or if that person like want to know how to do it and themselves, probably it's not possible lah kot. But then you can give them like a guide on how for them to learn on their own, checklist, so that they don't get cheated, for example. So at least they, when they go, it's like me lah. Macam when I go maintain my car, car maintenance, like yearly maintenance, I don't really know anything, but I've read a lot, so I know lah. At least when people say something like this, I know. Don't lie to me. I read this actually. So that's one thing. So that's where infographic and checklist come in subscribe stage, and then you have comparison chart. Now this is interesting. Why I list comparison chart in subscribe is it's actually there's a what I call there's a I forgot the name is, but there's a psychological reason behind it, because when you make a comparison, the first thing that you compare, you see will become the superior compared to the next part. So for example, this happens to me last year. So we moved into a new house, and then we are looking for a new set of curtains. So I went to my bed also, I would say. I went to the first curtain place where they claim they have the largest fabric in Malaysia, like the Malaysian Book of Records again. So we went there, and I said, "Oh, this is beautiful. I think this is suitable for our style." And then I said, oh, "It's okay lah. We are willing to look around." And then we went to like within the same day, we went to like 5 different curtain place, and then none of these curtain place can match the first one. And then in the end, the next day we went to the first one and just say, okay, we would like to have our curtain made by you. So that's why you need to make a comparison chart for your product or for your service. So you can do it like, don't make it macam mana cakap. You don't make it like your product or your business is like macam 100% the perfect one. It's not real like that. So you do a comparison chart for things like similar with your competitor, but don't name your competitor. That's like macam takut liability sikit kat situ. You can put lah brand X ke, brand Y ke. And then you put your brand, and then make sure you put this one actually you put yours in the middle, not highlight that thing. So when you put it in the middle, somehow center placement to makes thing like pop up. So that's why whatever things you do, let's say you put brand X on the left, and then your brand in the middle, and then brand Y on the right. And then when your customer saying, I think I want to compare first lah, you pass this thing to them. So you say, here, I have this ready for you. You can go and do your own research, but you can refer to this also, because we already did this for you. So that, like, in a way, you save their time and effort to go and do research on that also, comparison. So you do on your own. You start from yourself. So you don't you become the first person that be compared to. So that's where you do comparison chart. That's why I say this comparison chart is say interesting. Like you can see this in Apple website also. They even like if you buy any product in Apple pun, they will always compare with their previous model kat bawah tu. They always say their product is the best, but they still compare with the previous model to see people like, oh, actually it is true. This product is like always like better compared to the previous product. So do comparison chart, or what we usually call it competitor analysis lah. Do comparison chart. You do your competitor analysis, publish it in a comparison chart, and then share it with your customer. And then the next part is actually the convert stage. So convert is where the buyer has decided, okay, I know already, I want to buy this thing. So that's where they purchase or test the solution. So what is your strategy is to deliver aha moment. If you remember before I mentioned, did anyone know what aha moments mean? Can you type in the comment? If you know, you type yes. If you don't know, you type I don't remember. So convert is actually a place where you deliver aha moment. It's like when they think about what they want, they think about, okay, probably I want to go with the other company lah, but then you give something to them, and then they was like, and then they happy with that. So aha moment was actually the moment when a new user realized the meaningful value of your product. So I have a sample that you can like see this. So let's watch this video.
We can offer our biggest discounts on 30% recycled and ultra premium laser.
Okay.
Can I use your phone?
Yeah, sure. Go ahead.
Let me talk to you about a few of the other things we can offer. Namely, we know the tax season's coming up, so by April 1st, we can have you fully stocked.
1.
We have discount prices on ink cartridges.
3.
And also any forms that you're going to need.
7.
We can custom make them.
Well, I appreciate what you guys are saying, but it makes more fiscal sense to go with one of the big guys.
Sure. That's true. We can't compete with their prices. But let me ask you something. How important to you is customer service?
It's very.
Please keep holding. Your call is very important to us.
It's one of the big guys. Been on hold this whole time.
And this is Dunder Mifflin.
Dunder Mifflin Customer Service, it's Kelly.
Hey, Kelly, it's Jim.
Oh my God, Jim, how are you? Oh, it's a pleasure.
Here's my card. It's got my cell number, my pager number, my home number, and my other pager number. I never take vacations, I never get sick, and I don't celebrate any major holidays.
All right. I get it. We got a deal.
All right.
So as you can see there, they deliver their aha moment. So if you can type in the chat, what is the aha moment based on this video, you let me know. Because it's quite obvious there. They came in to their sales call prepared. They understand their product. And then during their sales calls, they demo their aha moment. Bila call customer service company sendiri. Yes, basically they should demo from their own that person punya phone. But you can see that they demo they are what they most proud of with their company is their customer service. So this person was saying that okay, I need to go with the big guys because definitely they are cheaper. But these people know that customer service is important, so they demo. They know that they are not the best. They even say that okay, we cannot compete with the price, but we have the best customer service. And then they show like their customer service, the big companies like keep getting them on hold, and then this person deliver the customer service. So that's where you say the aha moment of this part. So different company have different aha moment. So what is the aha moment of your product? Did you know about that? Is it actually about your product itself? Or is it about the after sales like what Dunder Mifflin do? Because they just sell paper, but nothing much from that. But their aha moment is the customer service itself. If it's not your product, is it the after sale? The support that you give. So make sure you know what's your aha moment. So when you know your aha moment, that's when you can tackle the convert stage too. Because in convert stage, that's where you need to give live demo. You give free consultation. And then when you give all this free consultation and live demo, and then you say, okay lah, if you need it, you give coupon, you give discount. Say, like Spotify premium, free for 2 months. And then like, once you already like start with Spotify, and then suddenly you need to pay for ads, and then it's like, hey, I should pay for premium. So that's one. And then you give free trial, like macam Spotify, also free trial. And then FAQ and fact sheet, like more details about that particular solution or product that you sell. And then FAQ, like what is the common asked question when people are using your product. And then the testimonial. It's not as a social proof lah that thing works. So that's where you see live demo. If you go to any place, macam Apple Store, they let you touch that thing kan. So that's one of the live demo. But for Dyson, they like just put you multiple things, multiple sampah, the dust on the floor, and then they vacuum. And that's when like macam, oh, I need to have this expensive vacuum cleaner. So that's the live demo part. And then you give the other content is discount, the coupon. So when you think that customer is like macam dia nak beli, they want to buy, but they still like hesitate ke apa, that's why you give them a nudge sikit, say take this coupon, buy this thing. So that's another coupon. And then the free trial, like I mentioned just now, Spotify premium. I've been tried with this with YouTube. I use YouTube free for 2 months, and then suddenly I say I don't need YouTube premium, but I just cancel. And then the first video I watched, I got bombarded with 2 ads, boom boom. And then I was like, forget it, I need to subscribe. And then I've been subscribing to YouTube premium. And then the next part is the testimonial lah. So this is where like you collect real life testimonial, preferably in video, because Text can be manipulated lah per se, video also, tapi at least video is like more genuine. So you collect in video and then you show to your customer, this is like real life people using your product, and then the real life result, the real life solution, the real life happiness they achieve after they use your product or service. So the job of convert stage isn't to close sales. It's not like immediately you ask them, okay, 100% jom kahwin. No, it's not like that. Let's get married. But it's actually to get the first date, to get them to do the microtransaction to give them time, small money, to for you to deliver the aha moment. So like macam that Dunder Mifflin case, when they get the time from the CEO, and then when the CEO listen, and then they catch that aha moment itself lah. So sales is when the person in the convert stage itself, okay, they buy this convert stage, we tell them that they get your aha moment. Yes, aha moment is convert stage. So they do that micro transaction. They give a bit of time and money. They spend. They are happy. Then they say, okay, let's move on to the full blown, which is the sales part. So sales is when they go into the full spec of your content lah, I would say. So you under sales, they initiate with they are happy with the small purchase too, and then they say, okay, I'm ready to take on full service. So what your strategy here is actually to maintain. Why I say maintain is because you already did a good job with the convert stage. You deliver demo, they are happy with it, and then they think this product is superb and everything. So you need to make sure that thing maintain also, because sometimes people like after they close a sales kan, nanti like dia move on, dia tinggal they left their old customer to customer service, and then they move on to the new people. Yeah, it is, I mean, like it's good if both of them like in the same parallel wavelength, I would say. Same mission where they want to serve their customer, but some salesperson usually rely on sales, so they need to get more people. So that's where the maintains come in. So that's where the sales part, you have these 3 content that you need to prepare, which is the onboarding booklet, the how-to guide, and the knowledge base. So like for example, onboarding booklet is what this company did. So when they have a service, so every time a new customer comes in, like a new employee onboarding, they do the same thing for their customer also. So they told their customer who is their sales manager, their person in charge, and then who is their onboarding team to help them, and then who is their customer representative, who is their technical support team. So the person know that they are like fully appreciated, invited as a customer. So this is what the onboarding booklet is. Knowledge base is like macam seems like how-to guide, but more in terms of like FAQ. So this one is what DMC has. So for example, we have this DMC support.freshdesk.com. I put it in chat. We have been running this since before COVID. So every time we have FAQ, we put inside our knowledge base here. So previously we have online membership, so we put it inside here. Like for example, the current product that we are like currently engaging our customer with is actually domain and hosting. So you can see here there's actually like a renewal website. So people keep asking me like, oh, can I cancel my website? Can I like no longer use the MC but use other people, maintain my content? So every single FAQ that they want is already here. Like for example, PHP, I received a notification saying that how to upgrade PHP version from cPanel. So how do you do it? So we have this knowledge base here where they can go in, and then you can see like immediately like 1, 2, 3, 4. Yeah. So and then they can do it on their own. If they cannot, like they can reach out to our technical team, and then they say, oh, I have issue, then you can put in the customer the ticket here. So this is the knowledge base that we have now. This is public. Usually ticket we filter like our paying customer, but this knowledge base is like open. So there are times like people who ask me, I forgot lah my WordPress password, how to do it. Then this thing like without you like waiting for us to reply to you, you can just immediately go in, get your solution here. So that's why this knowledge base is important, especially for a new customer. Moving on from knowledge base, we have this how to guide. So if you have been to our YouTube channel, we have this how to guide also, where we teach you it's actually the same thing that is in the knowledge base, but instead of in written form, some people prefer in video, where they can see like where the mouse works and everything. So that's where you can see the thing inside here. So we have like image editing, and then we have like email marketing, and then all the DMC champion, and then how to download things, 30 days SEO framework, how to go dark modes. So this how to video is available, like some in English, some in Mandarin, and then can be accessible by anyone. So that's the how to video. So sometimes when people ask me something, for example, about domain name hosting, so I give them the solution based on the knowledge base. If they still cannot follow that knowledge base too, then I'll ask them to go and watch the video. So if the video doesn't work also, that's when like macam I'll redirect them to the customer support. So at least the first part they learn how to do it on their own. If still tak boleh juga, then if the problem like beyond what they can handle, that's where the technical team come in. So that's where the how to guide comes in lah here. So the last two stage is actually advocate and affiliate. So this is easy for you, because if you already have a happy buyer, they are happy with their product, then they are more than happy to tell other people that they use this product, especially during this social media time, where if you have like your account have like a lot of followers, and then they create that user generated content for you, and then they tag you, and then you tell them that, hey, I like your content about a product, can I repost that to your to our Facebook or social media? I will tag you. So like it's like macam sharing their profile to a bigger audience lah. So some people will be happy for it. So under advocate and affiliate is to actually to support, where you continuously support your customer so that they can maintain, they can always be happy with the product, and then they can always be happy to recommend it. So that's why when I tell you, when you do this thing, there's not much thing to do for this part, because the content is actually the same as awareness and engage stage. Because when they are happy to provide, they will say to you, hey, I think I have another friend that want to join your program in DMC. How can I go to do about it? So then we will tell them, oh, if you want to explain to your friend, we have this list of content that you can share with them. But if not, if you want us to like talk to your friend directly, you can just like pass your friend contact number or pass us our contact number to your friend, so then we can like chat in. So if the person decide, tak apa, let me explain to my friend first, then we decide, we give them the content. So this is the advocate and the affiliate stage so far. How do I make it easy for the sales team? So you have a social media and content creation team doing all this content thingy, but then your sales team is not using that content also. So how do you do it? So the thing first is to compile your content assets. So what I have done here is like macam some sort of like table, where I usually have this in PDF, and then I made for our sales team, and then I send to our sales team. So in awareness stage, if customer like ask certain things, then we will send this to them. Infographic, research report, or business guide. So at the same time, there are a content for salespeople. So salespeople too, for the content, they will have like video introduction, and then in connection request template, and then that appointment script. Like for example, like if they want to request appointment, what is the SOP, what is the message that they should use. So that's the sales tool part. And then so for each content that I created, there are actually two groups, whether it's for customer or is as a sales tool for salesperson to do. So when you have this compiled in one place, so let's say if the customer asks question, and then you know, oh, the salesperson say, oh, I know that this person is actually in subscribe stage. So I send this content to them to like suitable content, so that they can like macam more convinced lah to buy. So example like macam this person, this is engaged stage. So they keep asking and everything. So you send to them lah, explain the video, invite them to join webinar. But then if you see that like macam if your product requires some like macam checklist or some filtering. So for example, like when we do EIS program, so we need to check whether this person is like eligible for EIS fund or not. So that's why we have this called lead qualification checklist. So we ask this question: oh, how long have you been retrenched? How long have you worked with your last company? So based on this qualification checklist, so the sales team can use and then like use the content to the customer as well. So this is the first part. The second part is actually to use a sales playbook. So inside that sales playbook, you explain about your product and service, and then you explain about your target customer, you explain about your sales process. Again, you put that content as well inside the sales playbook, and then you have this deal advancement play. I call it deal advancement play because it is like apa nama dia, like role playing things where if customer reply this, what your salesperson should reply. So it's like macam a script lah, you know. If you do this a long time, you know the scenario is. So that's where under deal advancement play is, and then you have sales in the enablement resources to help you close deal. So it's like macam, okay, this customer still thinking, but I'm not sure whether they want to buy, the price is too high, for example. Okay lah, I can give you some discount. So this is part under sales enablement. So you can get this copy in my slide actually at the end. So I'm sharing this because I created content a lot, and then at the same time, like customer, sales people, sales team come to me and ask like, oh, I have customer ask this question, how like I can help this customer so that like we're giving them value. So I say, oh, you have this content that you can give to them. Then you pass the product FAQ. So we have like, if people interested in Unima's product, then we give them the FAQ regarding Unima's product. So I have created all these content, the SOP thingy. So I compile and then I pass to them. So at least like they don't start things from scratch. Like people know where they can refer to lah. So that's why I'm sharing this lah, because usually there's like usually you create so much content but you don't know how to use it. That content is actually like investment. You put your time and money into it, but like it's not helping you. So that's where these come in. You make sure you use the right content for the right buyer journey, customer journey stage itself. So again, to conclude, we are DMC. We are this event is brought to you by DMC. DMC Training is a training provider. We have short courses. We have professional certification, executive degree with SEGI, and executive master with Unimas. And then, like I mentioned just now, SEGI and Unimas. And then we have short courses under diploma, Jabatan Pembangunan Kemahiran, JPK. And then our new program, which is AIDM, professional certification, AI powered digital marketing. We have a next program runs, next program runs next week on Thursday. And then we have this executive master, which currently have 3 batch running. And then, yeah, we are the DMC Champion. So if you haven't joined the DMC Champion, please join the DMC Champion. Tell your friend to join also. We are doing this every week. And next week, you are with our trainer Hafiz. He's back after recovery. And then he's going to share about retargeting. So how you are going to, like, what kind of audience you can use, what is the best practice for retargeting. So he's going to retargeting to remarkable result, Facebook Magic. So that is what he's sharing. He is sharing next week. So if you want this slide, you can take from the Google, you can take from the QR code there. Join us next week also. I would like to thank you guys for your participation tonight. I hope it is fruitful and beneficial to you. And that's it. Have a good evening. Enjoy your dinner. Continue your rest. I'm going to keep the room open until 9 p.m. So that you can download the thing. Okay. So thank you and bye bye. Bye.